This is the RDS25, a 4 MOA red dot and riser combo made by Feyachi, a brand known for making budget accessories that surprisingly work. We're going to see if this still holds true. We're going to look at what you get in the box, see how it functions, and take it out to the range and see if it'll hold zero on this episode of Moondog Industries. Alright, we have the Feyachi RDS25 red dot here, and just interestingly enough, this is what I got when I opened my package from Amazon, and this is how it comes. There's nothing on the outside here that actually says Feyachi, so just something you should be aware of if you order one and you get it and you get this and you're thinking, okay, did somebody ship me the wrong thing? Am I getting a counterfeit? No, this is how they come from Feyachi. I contacted them directly, Feyachi, and they told me that no, this is how it comes. Take off the sleeve and you got a cardboard box inside. Just to prove that it is Feyachi, the instruction manual says Feyachi, so there you go. It is the RDS25. The manual is in English, gives you all the specs and how to install the battery and whatnot, so be sure to read your manual. Inside, you will get your actual red dot unit itself. You'll get a riser. You have a microfiber clean cloth and two batteries, 2032 batteries. I've already taken one out to test it in this unit, but I wanted to show you what you get inside of the box. All right. This is your RDS25. It comes with a silicone bra to cover and protect your lenses. We'll just take that off. And like I said, I put a battery inside the battery cap. Now, you can unscrew that with your finger. It has some knurling on the outside, so you can do that. Make sure that the positive side is facing out, and you just screw that in. There is an O-ring underneath the cap to keep moisture out. Water out. Now, I looked in the manual. There was no indication that this is waterproof. There's no IPX rating, or at least none stated, and we want to make sure that it's actually working in our tests. But I can confirm that the red dot does work. I'm going to turn this on, and hopefully you'll see. There you go. And it has 11 brightness settings. The lowest one isn't very bright at all. Probably good with nods, but as you cycle up, you can start to see the red. This is 10 already, and as we saw, 11 is quite bright. All right, I'm going to just turn this off. 0 is off. Your windage and elevation adjustments are through the turrets here. The caps on the turrets have an adjustment tool, which is basically like a little flathead screwdriver on the outside. So you just unscrew the caps here, and you can see the turret adjustment there. Your little flat head analog fits into there, and you just... So there you can hear the little indexing of the turret that adjusts the position of your red dot. So pretty standard, and again, let's just see if it does. Yeah, I can see a little O-ring, so that'll, again, even though it doesn't say that it's waterproof, at least it'll keep most of the moisture out. If you're having a light rain, it should keep moisture from getting into the tube itself. This fits a standard Picatinny rail. It doesn't have any recoil bars. It just has the screw to keep it in place, and of course the tension on this little vise block here. Oh, one other thing to take a look at, where the emitter is relative to your field of view. Your emitter is on the left there. You can see a little bit of a hint of it, so that does slightly impact your field of view. So just something to show you. This isn't the worst, and it's not the best in terms of field of view, but it's perfectly fine. It's like par for the course. The smaller Allen wrench goes with the riser, which is right here, and it does come actually with 2 spare tightening screws. And you have your Allen wrench here. Now, looking at... Okay, let's take a look at this riser. Unlike the red dot, this one's a lot rougher in construction. You can see here there's pitting on the paint job, and and you can see it's been scuffed here. In fact, there's no paint there, and the inside, I don't know if you can see that, the inside is definitely rough. They didn't do a good job of finishing this in the factory in terms of just getting all the details. The QC on this is a little lacking, and also the top of your Picatinny rail. So that does give me pause in terms of hoping that this thing will hold true. But it does have a robust recoil lugs at the bottom that fit into the crossbars of your Picatinny rail. A lot of older risers do not have that. They just use the cross screw as your stopping mechanism, your stopping block, which kind of works, but with heavier recoil or heavier optics, the roundness doesn't stop as well as a squared off block. This is much better. It'll depend. Let me know in the comments if this has been holding true on if you have a heavier caliber rifle, or I don't know why. I suppose you could put this on a bolt gun. Not sure why you would put a red dot on a bolt gun. But anyway, what's good about this particular riser is that it is Picatinny compatible. It's basically a Picatinny rail here. This attaches as if it was attaching directly onto your Picatinny rail. So you can use this, repurpose this for other optics and not just this red dot. So that's convenient. So anyway, this is what you get when you order the Feyachi RDS25. We're at the Coyote Point Range, and I'm going to set up at 25 yards to do our testing. While I do that, please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. It's free, it's easy, it helps this channel grow, but more importantly, it allows you to take control, to influence Big Tech's algorithm. You know, because they like to suppress a lot of firearms videos, so when you hit like and subscribe, you'll start seeing more content, more videos like this, as opposed to cat videos. And unless that's your thing, that's cool. Took about a dozen rounds, but I got it roughly zeroed. It's shooting maybe just a tad low and to the left of my point of aim, but it's holding groups pretty well. And I know what you're going to say, ARs don't have a lot of recoil. Well, to simulate heavier recoil and a higher round count, I'm going to abuse this red dot with my ammo can, and we're going to see if it'll hold zero after that. Okay, I'm going to start with 3 rounds to the center orange dot as our reference. Alright, next we're going to see if this will hold zero. Now, I don't have a high recoil rifle that this is on, so I'm going to simulate just long-term use and high recoil by banging it with my ammo can. Next, I shot at the orange dot to the right of center with 3 more shots, and we're going to see if my point of aim shifted. So let's see how we did. Alright, so that was the first series here. We shot that after zeroing it out, and we did our test shots to confirm, to set up the zero, but that is our first shots, and then after, these are the shots after banging it up. Now that could just be me, and yeah, it was. Looking at slow-mo footage of the previous 3 shots, I can see now that I was aiming too low, and that's the problem when you're using blaze orange sticker targets with a red dot. You just can't see red on red very clearly. So in retrospect, these are actually pretty good groups. In fact, I got 2 bullets in the same hole in both the groups before and after banging up. So I'm going to say that this red dot totally passes my abuse test. So there you go, the RDS25, an inexpensive red dot with a nice big 4 MOA reticle. And if you're interested in picking one up, I've got product details and a full written review on my blog, moondogindustries.com. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks again for watching. Moondog, out. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please share it on forums, Facebook, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, MeWe, whatever social media you're on. And if you want to see all of my videos, check out moondogindustries.com.